Hello again, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone who celebrates. I am Gwendolyn Brown and I'm going to be watching season 17, episode 4 of Sister Wives and reacting on it completely blindly. The kind of reason I'm doing this is because I feel like it's important to share kind of the behind the scenes and how it is to be a queer person who's also autistic and kind of her experience with LDS, FLDS lifestyle, especially as somebody who is atheistic and doesn't follow it anymore. And I'm also recounting how it feels to be a public figure on a public show, a reality television show, and what it feels like behind the scenes of being one of the subjects to it. So again, I'm going to be watching season 17, episode 4. Oh my god, I love that house.
I'm back home again. I just got back from St. George, Utah. Avalon is born now.
Oh my goodness, Avalon's so cute. Okay.
Come see her.
Oh my god, what a sweet baby.
She looks just like Tony.
Oh my god.
I didn't know Tony would be such a beautiful girl. Tony has slipped right into fatherhood.
Tony's a great father. His kids love him. It's so cute. Or kid. I guess I don't know how his boys feel about him yet, but I hope it's good.
We bought Coyote Pass 3 years ago. I still plan on, building out there and living out there.
While we're on the subject, I feel like it's never gonna happen. It's a fun property though. It's fun to have little parties there.
My landlord is selling the house that I'm renting.
Oh yeah, that sucked.
The price they're offering is a really good deal for the market.
So I'd rather build than to actually buy.
I mean, I have to live in a trailer.
I need to visit that property more. It's a lot of fun. I should do a photo shoot.
I really don't know what'll happen with the property with Christine Lee. Will we have to buy that property from her?
Bro, she could be making money off of them. She probably didn't though.
It'd be easier for Janelle to find a rental than Robin because she's only got to house Savannah.
That's true. I think Garrison and Gabe are living together at this point. I was gonna live with them, but then I moved in with my girlfriend who is now my fiance. I didn't want to admit that I was going to be moving in with my girlfriend who we had only been dating for like 2 or 3 months. So I was like, I don't want to live with boys. I totally bullshitted them. No, that's not the case. I was gonna live in with my girlfriends. We love the lesbians.
I want to be bold and I want to do this and take some risks because then I think the property happens.
She should get a national park pass. Random side note, being autistic or being disabled, if you're disabled in any way, you can get a free national parks pass. So I have one of those and it's so nice, especially as a college student who has no money.
I got a feeling that each wife has a breaking point where they're just going to do their own thing. But Janelle has done that before.
Good for her. I feel like this is just a good for them thing, not putting up with bullshit.
We can wait for the permit to go through the process.
Yeah, the last time I had to move, it was just, I got PTSD from that. This is happening over and over.
There's no storage units in town anywhere.
That makes no sense. There's a college town, there should be a ton of storage
units. I think he's
units.
Whatever. I don't know. I've been talking to him about this and he's like, what? You're buying a trailer? What? What? I don't know.
Before Avalon was born, the adults had a video call, and it was so frustrating. School's back in session. Everybody can choose to go back to school. Well, it's Isabel's senior year, and she wants to go back to school.
That's valid. I got lucky as hell my senior year. Obviously I missed out on prom, but the second half of the year, I didn't have to do shit. So I was basically set and I had all A's the first half of the senior year. So I would just cruise in the second half. It was good. I felt bad, so I did some assignments because I was a little goody two-shoes, little shit. But yeah, I was good. It was nice.
I'm just saying it's fine if Isabel goes to school.
I would have thought he would call Isabel and say, hey, for school, I'd prefer it if you wouldn't go back in person.
She's such a good aunt. Those babies love her. I'm only a little bit jealous.
She has to choose between her dad or her friends, but she can't have both. It's not up to her. Cody's making this choice.
Isabel can go to school then. Isabel wants to see her friends more anyway.
Oh, this was a fun photo shoot. I look like shit though, so you won't see the photos of me. There's one where she's sitting in the middle of the road and she looks like a fucking angel. Oh my god. My mom has some beautiful genes. And my dad. I have to say my dad actually, because I take after him. My dad's gorgeous.
I go there, I hang out with Truly and Isabel a little bit.
What about me?
And then they go to bed while I'm still there.
Oh yeah. During this time, Dad and I had a bad relationship. Not good. Not good. We fought a lot.
So I'm having everybody come over because I'm going to tell them that I bought a trailer.
So cute.
Janelle, your backyard's lovely. It's also super friendly.
40 bushes.
They're raspberries.
They're raspberries.
Raspberries.
You'll notice my dad pronounced raspberries weird. He pronounces everything the way it's spelled. So he said raspberries, and sometimes he'll say mozzarella.
Okay, guys, so I
I
have
think
some,
that's a
I
favorite
think,
work of his.
exciting news.
You're the only person I know that would call this exciting.
That's not very nice.
Okay, so I have to be out of this rental.
No.
So here's the thing. I bought a fifth wheel.
No, you did.
And I'm moving out on the property.
I was about to say Robin's the fifth wheel. Just kidding, my mom is. God, hilarious.
I would never. But Janelle has always wanted the rural, living off the land.
Yes, very much. Janelle loves camping. She's so much fun to go camping and hiking.
I would live in an RV. I would.
They really came out with the receipts.
It seems so crazy. If that's what Janelle wants to do, then that's what Janelle should do. Like, that sounds miserable to me.
Bro, to me, it sounds like a lot of fun. Like, not to be stuck on with a property, but I would love to travel around in an RV. I'm gonna do that as soon as I graduate.
I could qualify for a mortgage on this. When I'm like, I would rather put that same amount of money out there.
Yep.
And I'm like, okay. So I called the dealership. I bought it sight unseen.
Sight unseen?
Spontaneous. It's okay. It was a cute RV.
I wouldn't ever buy anything sight unseen.
That's valid.
That is crazy. Okay, that's not true. I do shopping online.
This is my hope, is that we'll be able to start building, that Janelle could actually have a casita finished by December.
It's December now. That sucks. I would have loved a little casita. Little casita? It already means little. Sorry. It's not as funny as I thought it was. I really wish we'd have done more things with the property. We should. I'm gonna start making things happen. I probably won't.
We'll have cookouts at my house, and there's a
Oh
bathroom.
my god.
This is a dumb idea.
It is. It's exciting. It's adventure. I support this 100%.
Does feel like a big step in the right direction rather than buying this place. I haven't really enjoyed living here.
Okay, not to throw any shade, but he didn't live there, to be fair.
And stepping out, I'm like, hallelujah. I step out every day and there's our view. There's our place.
I have no intention on living on the property.
Oh, she's being quiet. I don't think they know yet. Oh,
I
shit.
really need to tell the adults. They need to know that I have no intention of living on the property, and I don't want my piece of...
It's funny to think that Alex and Doug, the cameraman, knew about the divorce before the actual people involved in the divorce. Because, like, technically the other moms are. Good for them. They've been like uncles, so they deserve it.
The next conversation we're going to have is going to be a lot different than this. I am telling my sister wives that I'm leaving Cody.
Oh, good for you.
They're all going to come over.
I love the way she expresses herself with jewelry. She wears the villains, like Disney villains. The one on her second year is Loki, and that's what she wears when she wants to pull my energy, because that's what I got for her. I love that she, like, uses the villain's energy. If you'll see purple, it's definitely Maleficent, because Maleficent's her favorite. Except for that green, that's Loki. It's my energy. Because I'm a little shithead.
So I've needed to talk to you guys for a long time about with you moving out of your house. No secret that Cody and I have been in a rough spot for a long time. And I've decided to leave. I'm going to leave Cody. To have joy in my life. And
I love the crow cawing in the background. It's very
this is
literary.
the best choice.
Period. Girl boss. Slay.
I don't really know what to say here. I don't know what to say to her.
To be fair, it's not really gonna affect Robin, but like I get where she's coming from because this is new. It is a change.
I need to talk to you specifically because I do plan on moving to Utah, and you want to rent this house.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that she was gonna do that. That was so sweet of her to offer.
Like, what about the kids?
Oh my god, that's the big thing. Like, she reached out to some people and they were like, I'm still gonna be like your mother, right? And I just love that everybody that she reached out to was like, you're still my mother. It doesn't change anything. And I think that's so sweet of them. It just makes me love my siblings so much more. If it's
I think that
possible.
this is still family. It's just going to look different.
That was very sweet of
Women
her.
are not married to the same man, you're not a sister wife anymore.
Now you're just besties.
I mean, Christine is front and center in all my memories. She was the person who took care of my kids while I worked.
Christine's as big a part of my world as Cody is.
Oh, besties. They were a little duo. I think we should have a spin-off series where Janelle and my mom get together. Tell me you don't love that idea. Sister Wives. What should it be called? Sister Wives. I don't know. Wives. I'm a fucking genius.
I've been through a divorce. I'm looking at Cody going, are you gonna let this happen?
Yep.
I'm looking at Christine going like, are you sure?
Yes.
Do you know what this means?
Slay. It means peace out, bitches. Respectfully.
With just a monogamous couple and 3 kids, I mean, like, that was absolute hell.
I love that their faces look so, like, concerned. Like, they're probably just cold. I love that. Oh, I was just like that when we took pictures when I was a kid.
I'm not happy right now with this situation. It makes me angry.
That's a cute photo. Another cute photo. Adorable. Very cute.
We would love each other, that we would respect
Bad
each other, that we
photo.
would...
Terrible. Oh my god. I feel like the best way to blackmail me would be using that photo.
If you move to Utah, what about Truly? Truly's gonna be fine. She'll miss everybody, of course, and taking her from Cody is hard.
Oh, no, you can't take her from me. We'll have to have a shared custody 50-50. You never asked if you could move. You said
Oh yeah,
you would.
period, because it's her life.
I said that I needed you to let me go.
Yeah, she said that she was gonna go to Salt Lake.
You never told me the first time we talked about this that you were going to move.
I don't think that's true. No, that's not true. She said she was going to Salt Lake.
You explained it. I heard what you said, and I understood that.
Now he wants to be involved in my kids' lives now that I'm leaving. He could have had 50-50 time with us the whole time we lived here.
God damn! That's my mom! Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get 50-50 custody, even in court.
If he wanted 50-50, he should have been around more. He doesn't get 50-50. He hasn't been around enough for that.
She's scary when she gets mad. Oh my goodness. Are you even shocked that that's my mom? I'm scared. And she's cussing at another person.
I don't see how she would ever come back. Cody might go see her. Cody might go get her.
Go
but
get her.
He's not ever coming back for a long period of time.
No, fortunately, they visited a lot, and I got to see Truly and my mom a lot.
So there would never be another Christmas.
No, that's the best part. 2 Christmases. 4 Christmases. I'm starting to see the plus sides of divorce.
Me leaving won't change the relationships that my kids have with you.
Okay, so you're talking about the kids, but do you want to be done with the rest of us?
That's a good question.
We're all going to have times when we're closer together and times when we're not, just like now.
So you don't want to move out onto the property?
No.
Good ass questions, though.
Christina, you're leaving this. You haven't liked plural marriage for years. You're leaving this. We're not part of our church anymore. How are you getting a community
Well, she still has all of those friends.
by where you're going?
Family.
Yeah.
I've never understood her need to move. She's not a member of the polygamist community.
That's true, but I totally get where she's coming from. Because those are still, like, her people, you know?
I don't understand it at all, unless there's some guy she wants to date there.
Do you believe in plural marriage anymore?
I believe it works for people who want it to work for them.
Okay, that's a really nice thing to say. Because not everybody can do that. But, like, there are a ton of people out there who are, like, polyamorous. It's just not for my mom. She's not polyamorous. That was a very open-minded thing of her to say, actually. Because at this point, if I was, like, leaving a relationship, I'd be like, fuck plural marriage, polygamists, Mormons. Fuck all these bitches. She's had a lot of time to be nice about it.
Like, I knew for sure that God wanted me to live plural marriage when I was younger. I knew, man, it was my path and I was supposed to, and God and I were a team and I was going to do plural marriage, right?
They talk about God a lot in this episode.
I just realized he's probably a God like I am a parent. I don't want my kids to be sad and unhappy, and he doesn't want me to be sad and unhappy.
I love that. You know, for those who believe, I like that she's like, God wouldn't want me to be unhappy. Good shit.
So it just is what it is, and there's no sense in killing ourselves to redeem it. That's what we were doing in Las Vegas, and it just wasn't working.
And it's been even worse here.
I don't know if it was Flagstaff or just the fact that they were like slowly drifting apart. Because I like fuck stuff.
I'm going to be the head of my household again.
Robin's the girl boss. I don't know if you'll be able to be the head.
If everybody's willing to conform to patriarchy again, I guess.
God. We'll see. The weird thing is watching this makes me like Robin more. I think it makes me more empathetic. I like that. Or sympathetic.
Yeah, I didn't know I'd signed up for patriarchy.
Oh, period.
That's not what we all agreed on.
Yeah.
Ironically, Janelle did sign up for patriarchy. When her and I made an agreement that she would come into the family.
I don't know if that's how it works, but I guess we all want to be the leaders.
I'm at a point now in my life where I don't have time to waste on people who won't respect me.
Oh shit, he's sending a fucking message. Robin's giving him faces. She's like, you need to be quiet. She said, you're embarrassing me. I don't love what he was saying. He's a cutie patootie, obviously, but he's not in charge of those women.
This is a big deal. This is huge.
I guess I'm just sorry we failed.
No, you didn't fail. I can't imagine how Mary, Robin, and Janelle are now feeling about it. He's saying we failed. Like, just one person left. It's okay, it happens. Divorce happens. It doesn't mean you failed. You were happy and you had children. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's over. So much happened. Okay. Good for Janelle with living in the trailer, because that's like what she's kind of wanted. She's very much an outdoorsy kind of person with hiking and stuff. And I think I said earlier that she got me hiking boots for my birthday one year and we went hiking with each other. Gotta do that again. It was a super fucking cute place that we went to. Noelle's being a little shit the whole time because she's spoiled by me. Ignore that part. I am really happy for her to do the RV thing. I hope Savannah liked it. Obviously, we're like, oh, are we a year or 2 years ahead now? I need to catch up on my own life. Good for Janelle for leaving. Or like not leaving, but like moving out. God, I wish. Good for my mom. That was probably very hard for her to talk about. Robin came up with a lot of good questions, very hard hitting. Very like, so does this mean we're all over? What about the kids and stuff? And I think that even though they were tough questions, my mom handled them well. Did not love the part where my dad was like, I am the patriarch of this family. Cause like, to be fair, he never really was. Like, we've all seen this. We've experienced this shit. I know I experienced it. When you marry 4 headstrong women, you're not gonna be like the head of the family. It's an equal thing, you know. Marriage is equal, and I hope that we all here experience equal marriages. I'm not married. You all experience equal marriages. I know that my siblings they're a lot better with equal marriages. I feel like poor guy. He was like, I just wanted to be a patriarch and a leader. And clearly that is not what's happening. I feel a little bit bad for him too, because now he's like, well, this is all over and we failed and stuff. And you didn't fail. It happened. It was a fun marriage. It was a fun time. You experienced love. You had 18 kids, 6 kids with my mom. I don't know how she had the patience to have 6 humans come out of her vagina. I could never, but that's impressive as hell. We're loved and it's a loving family, more or less. So I think that, while it was tough, what he's been going through, it's not a complete failure. It happened and it's okay because we're still a family, period. Okay, now I will be reading the burning questions from you lovely people on Patreon, all of my beautiful supporters who have been reaching out and asking me their questions. Oh God, okay. Okay, not ready for it. Okay, so Holly Tax Lady, this is such a funny question and like horrifying. So Holly Tax Lady says, is the photo going around the internet of Cody making out with Aurora real? Has it been discussed in the family? It is very disturbing. No, my father does not kiss his children like that. Like, obviously as kids we give him a little smooch because we're children, but no, that's not not at all. I'm so sorry you were tricked into thinking that. That's horrifying, and I apologize for you, Holly, and I'm sorry. Okay. Then Ashley Rayner says, has Janelle left Cody? So in this episode, she has not left Cody. They're still together. I think earlier, like 5 seconds ago, I was like, I hope she does. Just because I think, last episode or 2 episodes ago, she was like, you're not even on the lease, buddy. So I think it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. All right. Christine Bohm says, love, love, love Christine and Janelle, as you should. And she asks, do you have hope that Cody will ever understand his culpability in all this and make amends with the kids? So he is already trying, and I think he's doing a pretty solid, good job. It's not like the best, it could be better. He could be reaching out more, but if he doesn't, he'll learn his lesson, because fatherhood is a task that you have to be actively part of, and you can't just hope for the best with it. You have to actually be in it. All right. Thank you, Ashley Raynor and Christine Bohm and Holly so far. And then Raquel Davila says, do you feel like the family can go to patriarchy when it hasn't been this entire time? Absolutely not. Robin is a very headstrong woman. You could see during the episode, she was making faces at my dad, that's not what's happening. There's no way. It's very much equal in this family, especially since there are more women than men. Okay. Melissa Winkle, love that last name. Merry Christmas, Melissa. I'm sorry if you don't believe in Christmas. I'm just gonna restart. Melissa Winkle asks, whose RV is parked next to on the adjoining lot at Robin and Cody's house? That's probably Dayton's. I'm not 100% sure, but what I know of this is he may or may not be doing the kind of thing that Garrison was doing, where he has an RV next to it, so he kind of feels independence. I'm pretty sure that's what he was doing for a hot second. He might still be doing that. Key Harrell says, this is just an observation. Robin, Sid, Saul, and Ari barely make it 2 days before they break down wanting their dad. Valid. So in reality, Cody can only have 2 wives to make the 2-day limit. Otherwise, he is favoring Robin's and her kids by taking 3rd and 4th wives and kids days and nights for Robin's. That was not a question. You were right, Key. I think I'll just comment on that then. So that's a good point, but maybe polygamy is just not for him. Yeah, and plus, Greg DeKeel has a good point. We already know he doesn't spend time with Mary, and we see the Christine situation. To be fair, I think that he is already spending most of his time with Robin and her kids. All right. Mindy asks, I will ask this over and over again as a mom with a grown son who has a complicated relationship with his father. How is Gabriel doing? Has your dad made amends with him and healed the relationship? My heart just shattered watching your brother talk. Oh, I am not going to read that part. That's a spoiler. I don't think so. I don't think amends are going to be made. My dad's just, as sad as it is to say, he has burned quite a few bridges with his children. Okay. Bianca Miller. Do you feel Cody shows more attention to Robin's kids than any other child? Yes. And how would you explain your dad being okay with Robin's grown kids living at home yet wants Janelle to move out the boys? I don't like it. I think it's very hypocritical and unfair. And I think he's just saying, I have a problem with these guys, and so they have to leave, instead of, solving the problem. Don't love it. It happens. I think this is just between them though, so I can give my 2 cents, but that's none of my business. Evelyn Ramirez Gomez says, so I guess we can all figure out, not everything was rainbows and sunshine, but did the 3 moms, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, get along before Robin's arrival to the family? How were the family dynamics? From what I experienced, obviously not the best, because I feel like in a polygamous family where certain people aren't meant to be in a polygamous family, it's just kind of chaotic and jealousy and everything. So there was definitely jealousy. I was only 8 when the show started, so I didn't witness a lot of it, but I'm sure that's how it went. It was probably not as bad as it seems to be right now. There's drama all the time just because there's another person to add the drama to, but having 3 different wives isn't gonna be very easy. All right, then one more question. Bookworm asks, is there a difference in the way the older kids like Logan, Aspen, and Leon view Cody versus the middle kids like you and Gabe? Or are all of the kids hurt by how he's treated them and their 3 non-Robin moms? That's a funny term for the moms. I think it's pretty much all the same. The older kids are more grown up. They've moved out. They had dad more active, but as he's gotten distance from the rest of us and closer to Robin, the younger ones have kind of felt him get further away because they've been living with him at that time. So I feel like it's not as bad for the adult, but obviously they witnessed him for Robin, so might not also be the most amazing thing. So those are all of the big questions for season 17, episode 4. Thank you so much for asking them. Thank you to my patrons who support this, and ask the questions. Thank you to everyone who's watched this and taken their time to watch this and reach out and ask their questions and join the Patreon. You can ask me any more questions in the comments below, and I will try to get back to everyone about everything. If you want to keep up and be in the know, Discovery Plus are the ones that post the Sister Wives video, so you can go to their website at discoveryplus.com. I'm on season 17, episode 5 next, so you can start asking questions about that as soon as you feel like you're ready for them. Thank you again to everybody who's been watching, and once again, Merry Christmas. Have a good rest of your day.